Hello, Mass Attacks here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 10 French medium tank, the Batchat 25 tonner. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I'm currently using on this tank. My crew on this tank are really good, all just about finishing the 5th skill. The equipment that I use in the special mobility slot is vents. I also use improved rotation mechanism class 1 and bounty optics. I'm also using the premium consumable food. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Chatillion. It's a standard battle and we're all tier 10 today. So I want to make my way up to the hill. If you do get to win the hill, you can spot over the swamp and hold this end of the map quite strongly. And with the mobility on this tank, with a top speed of 65 kilometers an hour going forward, you get 23 in reverse. I should have the mobility to get up this hill. So I've dodged a few shots straight away and I've made it up to the top of the hill just when my clip is loaded. So I want to get some of them tanks that's pushed forward, TBP. Get one shot into him, only tracked him though. Looks like a T62 is going to push there as well. Is he going to push forward further? Yep, one shot straight into him. Pull him back while I reload the second shot. There's a second one into him. TVP's loaded. I'm going to try and get him in the turret, but I've taken a shot. Got one shell left. See if I can get the TVP. Yep, a snapshot. I was lucky to get that shot. So now I'm pulling back out of the way while I reload this clip. This clip with my crew and equipment takes 35.83 seconds to load. It is a 5 shell clip. And the intra-clip reload is 2.73 seconds, which is the time between each shell in your clip. So while I'm reloading, I like to try and spot in this tank. With my crew and equipment that I've got on this tank, I do have a view range of nearly 510 meters, which is better than a lot of scouts. So I'm getting a shot into a 268 and somebody's taking him out. Got some assistance for spotting him. Just gonna peek again through these bushes, see if I can light anybody else up. I am concerned about the EBRs spotting us though. A lot of my team are camping at the base. I'm not sure if they'll have the range if I spot them in the base. Just trying to get a shot into that STB1. He's went out. So I'm going to reposition and reload the clip. Only had 2 shells left. So I'll tell you about the gun on this tank. It's a 105mm. As I said, it's an auto loader and it has 5 clip magazine on it. You get 259mm of penetration with your standard shells, which give you 390 alpha damage. With my crew and equipment, I do have a DPM of 2500. With my crew and equipment, as I says, I've got an aim time of 2.36 seconds and a dispersion of 0.33. You also get 6 degrees of gun depression with this, but a really good thing about this gun and all is the shell velocity at 1460 meters per second, which is really good for sniping. The downside to this gun is the amount of shells you can carry. You can only carry 30, which is basically only 6 clips. And them 6 clips will only give you a potential damage of 11,700. I say only. If you get 11,700 damage in, you've had a really good game. But that's only if you penetrate all your shots and hit with them. I've taken a blind shot there, so if you're going to take blind shots, you are going to take that potential damage down. So I'm going to reload the full magazine. Only had 1 shell left, and I'll see if I can try and spot while I'm reloading the clip. Now, since the release of all the new equipment you can put on your tanks, I've been dabbling with a few and I have found the improved rotation mechanism is really good for this tank. What it gives you is 10% to your vertical stability, which is half what you get with a vertical stabilizer, which is 20%. But what you do get, which I find is really good for this tank, is turret rotation and tank traverse is improved. I found with this tank, if you tried to circle somebody to death, it didn't really have the turret rotation or the traverse speed to keep in close and get all your shots off. I found I was pulling out wider and then I'd have to slow down, and then they can get the turret round and get a shot into you. But with this new equipment, I find it a lot easier to play this tank. So I'm pushing forward a little bit. There was a 430U round here, but I've spotted an artillery. So I've put one shot into him, and there's the second, so taking him out. Just pulling back now so I can reload me full clip. I've only got 5 standard shells left, so I'm going to reload, so I've got 1 full clip left of them. And then I've got 2 clips of gold, which I don't like firing, but I will when I run out. So I'm just trying to spot again, find some bushes, and I'll tell you about the armor on this tank while I'm doing this. Nothing special on the armor front. Your hull has got 60mm on the front, 40mm on the side, 30mm on the rear, so you're not going to bounce much shots there. There's a pesky EBR right in front of us, and I've just loaded, snuck a shot into him. I'd like to take him out. He's taking a shot, and I've snapped a shot into him. That was a bit lucky, but taking him out. So only 3 standard shells left. Taking a shot, I need to find cover behind a rock. As I was saying about the armor, the turret armor is actually worse than the hull armor. You only get 50mm on the front, 30mm on the side, 15mm on the rear. So you're really gonna be very fortunate if you do bounce a shell. So I make my way to the ramp. All the enemy tanks are this side of the map, so I'm hoping to spot them. Just peeking up, a little bit aggressive. 103B, I've taken a shot. Spot the ABR. I'm getting plenty of assistance. I got another shot into the 103B. Now I'm pulling back. Lots of assistance there. Only 1 shell left, so I'm going to load the clip of gold. I'm still getting assistance. I'm just waiting until I'm not spotted anymore, and then I'm going to try and peek this bush. STB1, is anybody going to take him out? There's 1 shot into him, all the assistance off that, and he's been taken out, so that's all good. So now I want to head for that 279. I might be able to get behind him, and I'd not feel bad firing gold at an object 279E, because every time I meet them they're firing gold at me. So I've crept behind, I am behind him. There's 1 shot in. There's 2 shots in. There's 3 shots in. Can I take him out? Oh, beaten to it. Let's have a quick look at the stats. It was a Masters ES Tanker Award. We got the Confederate Medal for hitting 8 enemy vehicles, and the High Caliber for our 6,070 damage. We also got 3,996 assist. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1,223. Top for damage. We made 45,000 credits plus 4,588 XP. That's due to a personal reserve bonus and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.